What's good, G-Life? It's your boy MC Shadow, back at you with another video. I know it's nighttime, barely getting out of work. You already know how it goes. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this video was actually one of my subscribers got at me, right? A little homie, Lazy. He's not a gang member yet, but you know, he's soon to get into a hood, he says. And he was talking about how all these lames on YouTube that are dropouts, that are speaking bad about homeboys and whoopty wah, and that how come they don't talk about like all the good stuff that comes like out of gangbanging, you know, because motherfuckers just don't choose this life just to, you know, because, you know, and that I should make a video talking about the stuff that you do get out of gangbanging, you know what I mean? And I told him, yeah, for sure, I'll make a video about that, you know what I mean? I'll be discussing it, you know, obviously, you know, I never defected, I never snitched, none of that. I'm still cool in the hood, you know, with the homies and everything like that. And because I do understand that when you're younger, you don't like listening to, you know, these individuals because like, oh, they're supposed to say that and whoopty wah. I understand. But here's one thing, my boy. First of all, you know, with all respects, just because they defected, just because they dropped out or whatever, doesn't mean that they're weenies, my boy. You know, I think you have it confused. You know, even though they were like whatever PCRs or 50-50, whatever, you know, it doesn't even matter. Just because they, you know, now, I guess, left that life behind, doesn't mean that they're soft, doesn't mean that they're bitches, doesn't mean none of that. These are the same individuals that were still putting in high lists for their cause, you know, that were doing multiple pegadas that a lot of individuals, to be honest with you, wouldn't even be able to do. A lot of individuals that like to criticize these guys won't be able to do half of the shit that these fools have done. That is the real talk, my boy. I'm not here to defend them. I'm not here to sympathize with them. None of that. I'm here to just call it how it is. And my boy, that's the truth of it. You know what I mean? Just because they, you know, defected does not mean that they're soft. You know what I mean? Having that mentality could cost you your life. You know what I mean? You still have to view them as you view anybody else because they could still potentially do all the things that they have done. You know, it's not like they forgot how to do that now and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So don't ever get that twisted. That's number one. And number two, you're right. You know, I have even said myself that you get nothing out of gangbanging, but now going back and thinking about it, you do get a lot of stuff out of gangbanging. You know, I already know right here. I tell it how it is, homie. Never sugarcoat nothing. I just, you know, exactly how it goes is what I say. So you do get stuff out of this life. Because you're right, you know, individuals are just not gonna choose, you know. And if any of these things are on the list, you know, it's like what individuals are willing to take or whatever, like, you know, by all means, you know, go right ahead, you know. You know, because there is stuff, and I'm gonna give a list of the stuff that you get out of it. You could get a life sentence, for sure. You can get that. You know what I mean? You're most likely gonna do time, so for sure you're gonna get time. You're gonna catch time for sure. You know what I mean? You're for sure gonna catch some bullets, maybe a knife. You know, to anywhere of your body, you're probably gonna catch that. You're probably gonna catch a baseball bat to the head or to your torso. You're gonna catch that. You know what I mean? You could probably catch child support, you know what I mean? Because the hyenas ain't gonna put up with your shit, dog. You know what I mean? Even though in the beginning, yeah, they might be down for the cause and ride and die and all of that, but you know what? That for them hyenas, that ride comes to an end really quick. You know what I'm saying? So you're probably gonna catch child support. You know what I mean? And then after that, you're probably gonna catch your feelings. You're probably gonna catch some feelings. Let's see, what else are you gonna catch? You're gonna catch a hard time finding a job. You're for sure gonna catch a hard time finding a hale. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Especially in this, you know, world we live in. So, yeah, you're gonna catch a lot of things, homie. You know, there's a lot of things you can get out of this gangbanging world. You know, any of those on that list that I just gave, for sure. And there's many more, my boy. There's many more. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what you don't catch. You won't catch money. You know what I mean? You won't catch success. You won't catch romance. Well, depends what you consider romance. I mean, if that's the kind of romance that you're looking for, I mean, you know, by all means. But what all jokes to the side, bro. You know what I mean? I don't mean to come at you sarcastically or nothing like that. But being honestly, you know, like I said, I never defected or nothing like that. My boy, just because these people defected doesn't mean that what they're saying is bullshit. You know what I mean? Maybe to an extent because they're feeling some type of way. You get what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, you're gonna get nothing out of this life, bro. Nothing. And I'm not here to, it's not because of this YouTube and that's what I gotta say. My boy, that's 100, homie. That's the true matter about it. Don't get me wrong, when we're chilling in the hood, yeah, you see the good times, you see, bam, bam, all the, because, you probably heard stories and stuff like that. My boy, those very few incidents of good times, were just a handful of few good times, you know what I mean? There was more bad times than there was good times, you know what I mean? And yeah, you see some homies that be high rolling with feria because they slanging and stuff like that, but they eventually get caught up, homie. They eventually get caught up because in that game, my boy, you're gonna slip because that power and those drugs are gonna go straight to your head. And the people that you're messing with, that do drugs, my boy, they are not solid, loyal people, my boy. You know what I mean? So they gonna throw you under the bus. It's only a matter. It's not if they're gonna throw you under the bus. It's a matter of when they're gonna throw you under the bus. Because it's gonna happen. And then you're gonna be broker than where you were before at. You know what I mean? So although you want some quick money and everything like that, there's no shortcuts to life, my boy. You gotta really work for your ends, the right way. Because all this illegal shit, my boy, is gonna come to an end. For I guarantee you that shit. You know what I mean? Because and like I said, even though you may not have much, because a lot of us we don't have much. You know what I'm saying? But even though it comes fast and you live in luxury, like I said, it all comes to an end, and then you're stuck in a worse spot than where you were at before. So it's not worth the risk, you know what I'm saying, or the chance that you're willing to take. And there's other stuff that you don't see, because you probably you see your homies chilling, they probably will be deep, and you're like, hell yeah, because of the respect. My boy, you don't need to be a gang member to get respect. You know what I mean? There's a lot of homies that I respect that don't belong to gangs. You know what I mean? They got all my respect. You know what I mean? We gonna respect you because you a man and because you handling your shit, not because you're a gang member. That's not what the respect is for. You know what I mean? The respect is because you're a man and you're handling your shit. You're owning up to your shit, not because you're a gangster. You know what I mean? So don't ever get that twisted. If you're a man and all of that, you won't get the respect if you handling your shit. You know what I mean? Where you don't get respect is if you're wolfing a whole lot and you lying and you making up all kinds of shit, and ain't nobody trying to hear that. And even if you put in Halle, my boy, we all have put in Halle. You're not gonna impress us by that way. It's not something that none of us haven't done. So you get no respect out of that. You know what I mean? Okay, you did your thing, Simon, firme, but bragging about it's not gonna give you bragging rights. Like, just because you put in work doesn't mean you have the right to brag. Homies ain't trying to hear that. That's the reality of it. And like I said, you could get yourself, one of them hyenas from the block, my boy. But I hope you like sharing, dog. I don't know, I mean, because the homegirls that are loyal to the hood, that are down with the hood, my boy, those are females that you give respect to. You know what I mean? You don't use them as objects because they're just like another member of your hood, right? So you're not gonna do that to one of your homeboys. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like just a piece of ass that you could just be using. You know what I mean? And then the ones that are like that, if you want to share with everybody else, go right ahead, dog. So you really get catch none of that. And you don't have to be a gang member in order to have a good time and drink and everything like that. Because like I said, you don't catch, beat down balazos. You're not gonna be able to go here. You'll be able to. You can go wherever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? But understand that it's gonna come with the potential chance of consequences. And I could tell you, and me, I've been jumped a lot, my boy. Trust me. I can tell you, for sure, you're gonna catch that action. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get nothing out of this. And I'm being dead serious, bro. I'm not here to try to lie or fake the funk. I'm here to be honest as I could be, homie. You know what I mean? Because the brotherhood that we have with our homeboys and everything, that's all true. But at the same time, look at the price we had to pay, homie. Look at all the shit that we had to go through and the shit that we still endure, all the scars and all the battles that we still, suffer with nowadays because the Huda, still be, acting with the funnies, you know what I mean, giving you a hard time. Jales don't even want to hire you, you know what I mean? So they make it difficult, and I'm pretty sure you're planning on having kids, so you still gotta put clothes on their backs and everything like that, my boy. You're gonna be struggling. And here's one thing I'm gonna tell you, and this is 100, homie. You could ask any homie you could ask any real solid homie this shit, my boy. You gonna get busted, and no homie's gonna write to you. No homie's gonna send you none of that, my boy. You gonna be all your own, homie. That's 100. That's the real talk. You know what I'm saying? All of us, my boy, we understand this. You get what I'm saying? Like, we understand this, that that no one's gonna potentially shit a crack. And then, like, there's times in the hood you post it, and then you guys do something, and then the hood suits up the homies, right? So now you guys were used to being the 40 deep, now you're only like 2 deep, maybe 3 deep, and sometimes you're even by yourself, homie. You know what I mean? And the enemy got still running up, and this and that. Todavía está hectic, and now you're solo bolo. Understand that. I hope you're ready for all of that. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be alone. A majority of the hardships that are gonna come with this life. We all understand this. We all went through it and muscled through it. You know what I mean? Because we had no choice. You know what I mean? It's survival. We didn't do it just because, like, we fucking wanted to. We found this shit like a kicks out of it. You know what I mean? I get it. You want to belong. I get it that maybe your parents ain't there for you. You know what I mean? Because from what you were telling me, but let me tell you this, dog. You gonna get nothing out of this, homie. That's 100. Yeah, you do get stuff out of this. Like I said, you could catch a life sentence, you could catch bullets, you could catch a lot of things. There's a lot of things you can get out of this life. But if that's the kind of stuff that you want, then by all means, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I never defected or none of that, homie. And I'm here to tell you that that's how it is, dog. Don't think that the people are lying to you. My boy, people are telling you the truth. It's a lot of mind fucks, dog. It's a lot of shit that you have to endure. Shit that I would never wish upon nobody, homie. You know what I mean? You're gonna be an adult, my boy, and these events are still gonna fuck with you in your head, homie. They're memories you don't forget. You know what I mean? You lose homies in front of you. You go through all kinds of shit that fucks with you. Nights you can't sleep. Like I said, homie, just stuff that, you know what I mean? That those memories don't go nowhere, homie. They just stay bothering you, But if that's what you want to endure, homie, by all means, homie, aviéntatela. I tell that to all the homies that want to get in. My boy, you're gonna get nothing out of this shit. Nothing but bullshit. But if that's what you want, homie, if that's what you want to do with yourself, if you really trying to throw your life away, just handle it, homie. But if you think that you get this, you think you can get that, you think that you respect bitches and everything, my boy, nah, that ain't gonna happen, dog. If you get in and if you do get all of that, my boy, I'll give you my paychecks. Like, I'll be giving you my paychecks, dog, if you're able to make that happen, dog. That's how confident I am. I'm a man of my word. You get nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Shut up, we out.